I got pooped by a bird. What the heck?
Welcome to the first episode of
Toto?
and Meme.
Today we're gonna talk about Biki bikes. What are they?
How do they work?
And where to find them? Let's go on an adventure together.
Biki Bikes is a non-profit bike-sharing organization in Hawaii that launched on June 28, 2017. There are 100 Biki docking stations and 1,000 Bikis from downtown Honolulu area to the beginning part of Diamond Head area. Biki docking stations will continue to increase with the demand of users. During different times of the day, there are Biki vans going around town. When a Biki dock gets too full or too empty, the Biki staff adds or removes bikes so that users have Bikis to rent and a space to dock at each station. The Biki staff also takes Bikis that need to be fixed to the Biki repair shop. I'm standing in front of a Biki station, and renting a Biki is super easy. There's basically two plans. The first one is for one single ride, $350 for 30 minutes, and if you happen to go over the time, they'll keep on charging you $350 for every additional 30 minutes. The second plan is a multiple days pass, which is $20 for 300 minutes. As long as you have money left in the plan, you can keep on riding the Biki. If you're planning to ride the Biki many times, the second plan is definitely a good bargain. Today, just to get started, we're going to start with the $350 for 30 minutes. So let's check it out.
To activate this screen, you press it once and you wait for a few seconds for it to turn on. To change the language, you can select the different languages located on the top left corner between Japanese, Chinese, and Korean. We're gonna keep it in English and we're gonna rent a bicycle. So we're gonna press the big blue button that says buy a pass. Once that is selected, you choose between how many bikes you wanna rent, and we're gonna be renting just one bicycle. So we click one, and then we choose between the options of the single ride for $350 or the 300-minute option for $20. Again, we're gonna press the $3.50 single ride. You accept the terms and conditions. This is the part that we see the most people having issues with. It has to be a credit card. A debit card or gift cards are not accepted, as it says it on the screen, but this is where we see the most people having issues with. So I'm gonna insert my credit card below the touch screen, and then we wait for the card to get validated. Once that is completed, you put in your phone number. This would help later on when you return the Biki. The company sends a text message to your phone that allows you to know whether or not the bicycle was returned successfully. We find this very useful. It gives you a peace of mind when you return the Biki that it's locked and secured. You will only receive a text when the Biki is returned if the phone number entered is an American number. Once the phone number is put in, you press submit. And we usually skip this step where you input the zip code. So we're gonna click skip. And here's an overview of your fees. The first 30 minutes are included on your $350, and then any additional 30 minutes is gonna be $350. So we accept the terms. And then here's the total price. It's gonna come to $3.67 after taxes, and we press finalize. And we strongly suggest you take a picture of the screen at this point with your phone to make sure that that number that it's given to you, located right here, the 22313, is not lost. We're gonna press print on the option below, but we've noticed that a lot of times the paper does not come out. There is a 5-minute expiration time on each code. If the Biki is not removed during these 5 minutes, it will expire and not work. The fee is not reimbursed to your card, but you can call customer service and they will provide you with a promo code that you can use on your next rental. Now that we have the codes, it's time to pick a Biki. Luckily, this station has a few options to choose from. We just want to make sure that the Biki that we select is not dirty and that there's air on the tires. It looks like this one looks pretty good. The back tire has air, the front tire has air, the brake seems to be working, the bell works. And before we pull the bike, we want to make sure that we set up the bike. Remember that the moment that you put the code and release the bike, your timer starts. You want to do as much of the setup as possible before you pull it out. To change the height of the seat, you just release the seat clamp located underneath the saddle. You lift it and you tighten it. Sometimes the seat clamps are too loose, and when you get on the bike, it moves like that. So you want to make sure that when you release it, that you tighten the opposite screw a little bit, and then you tighten it really hard. There you go. Now it's not going to move on you. To release the bike, you move the bike slightly out of the way, just so you can get in there. Then, remember the picture that we took earlier with our phone? It's a great time to have it handy. And we press the button right here. And the code was 23233. The yellow light is going to turn green. And when it turns green, instead of pulling the bicycle by the handles, We lift the saddle a little bit, and it just pops out like that. And then you're good to go.
If you become a Biki member through their website or app, you can unlock the Biki using the Biki app or the Biki Pass. It is way faster than having to input your information every time you want to ride a Biki. With the Biki app, you can identify which Biki station is closer to you and how many bikes are left at the station. Then you just need to press on Generate a code, input the code, and unlock the Biki. With a Biki Pass, you just need to locate the closest Biki station to you using the app and insert your Biki Pass next to where the release code is inputted. Wait for the green light and remove the bike. It took roughly 9 calendar days for us to receive the Biki Pass on the mail, so this might not be ideal for everyone.
There are a few things to keep in mind when riding a Biki in Oahu. Riding on the sidewalk in Waikiki and downtown Honolulu is illegal. Not to mention, it's probably really dangerous since there are a lot of people walking around not paying attention. You will likely receive a ticket if you get caught. Always ride with the direction of traffic on the right side of the lane. If changing lanes, use hand gestures. Left hand extended up means right turn. Left hand extended left means left turn. Left hand extended down means stop. Ride on the road, bike lanes, or share lanes. Obey traffic laws. Signs with instructions are usually posted within every block.
I'm pretty hungry. What about you?
I'm starving.
I just seen a Biki station over there. Do you want to just park it there? And then we can go have lunch?
Yeah, let's do that.
In order to dock your Biki securely, you just need to approach the little dock and gently push the Biki towards it and wait for the green light on the left to turn on. When the light turns green, that means that your Biki has been successfully docked. While riding the Biki, we noticed way more restaurants and fun shops. We would have not been able to discover them if we would have stayed on main roads. Because Hawaii is so diverse and there is so much influence from Asian cultures, you can find very delicious, authentic cuisine from countries such as Japan, the Philippines, Korea, Vietnam, and China, just to name a few. So, Toto?
Yes?
I have a question. There's a Biki and there's other ways of transportation like the bus or
Yeah.
the trolley. How would you know which one is faster?
I think we have to try it out.
Let's see how long it takes with a Biki from Ala Moana Shopping Center to Waikiki Moana Surf Rider Hotel.
Okay.
And I'll get on the trolley.
To make the deal fair, I think we're gonna both leave at the same time. I'm gonna wait for you to get on the trolley,
Okay.
and then we'll just see the best case scenario for both of us to have a winning chance.
I think the trolley is gonna win, but how many minutes do you think the Biki is gonna take?
Safe speed with all the light, I wanna say 17 and a half minutes.
Okay. And I think the trolley is gonna take 15 minutes and 18 seconds.
Okay, so now that we have a deal, what is the bet?
Maybe some delicious ice cream or baba ice.
Okay, the race is on. I'm gonna wait at the light to make sure that we both start at the same time.
He's over there. Good luck! I think we're gonna win. I think we have very good chance of winning.
I'm going a little faster than I want to go. I'm on level 3. Oh man, that bus is fast. Okay, I think as long as I don't get stuck in the lights, I'm in good shape. Wow, the bus is way fast. Oh, slowing down. There's like little bridges. The little bridges is rough. I'm switching down to 2. Okay, we got this. But the bus is out of sight. Let's see if I can catch it.
It's 4 minutes and 4 seconds.
Can I use my secret powers? I had it in my pocket. If you guys haven't tried haichus, these are the greatest candies in the world. Here we go. Mm-hmm. They're delicious.
Easy peasy. I think we're winning. I don't see him anywhere.
Warp speed engaged.
Oh, I'm not sure if we're gonna win now. We're making all this loop that's not very direct as the bike route. It's been 9 minutes, 30 seconds since we parted away. I wonder where he is.
I should have had the candy. It's like really sticky to my mouth. I can barely breathe. It is, meme?
This is our stop. Just in time. I don't think I see him. And he's not parking the Biki. We're gonna try to time now how long it actually takes him to get here. So we're gonna be paying attention. He's still not here. No! No way! He was here! No way! I didn't see you! He was definitely not here when I arrived though. Yeah. We can probably look back at the footage, but he wasn't there when I looked at the Biki station. I think we won. Well, to be honest, I was a little bit nervous because the trolley made too many stops, but victory is sweet.
It is, meme? That is not meme. What? I think we won. This is a surf rider. I think I'm gonna hide. Okay, so hopefully what happens here is that she thinks that she's won when she hasn't. And we'll just wait right here. She's not there. I see her. I see her. I don't think she's seen me. I don't think she's seen me. You guys see her? Let's keep on hiding. She's behind the bus. I see her. She's moving along. I think she's saying that she hasn't seen me and that she's probably won. But little does she know that we've been here for like 4 minutes. That's like 4 scoops of ice cream. She's looking. She's starting to feel like she's won. But oh, disappointment. Oh, I think she's gonna see us. She's looking this way. She's looking this way. She's looking this way. She's looking this way. She still hasn't seen me. She hasn't seen me. She hasn't seen me. She hasn't seen me yet.
No way! You're here!
Yay!
No way! I didn't see you! I was just saying, like, oh, he's nowhere to be seen around, like, you weren't there when I arrived though.
So, I mean,
You are super fast though. Like, look at his face, he's all like sweating.
so the part that you don't know.
No, but it was not the same route. It was not the same route.
You went a different way?
Yeah, the trolley went a different way because it stops in hotels. So at that point, I got really nervous because it wasn't as direct as the Biki route.
So because there's so many buses that look like the one you got in,
Yeah.
I thought you picked me. Or you were like,
Oh, I did pick you.
no, I've been here for like 10 minutes.
No, no,
I parked there and I waited for you for like 5 minutes and I was like, now I'll just return the bike. And
no.
all the bikes are here.
Really? Oh no. I didn't see you when I arrived though.
Yeah, because I was hiding behind a bush.
I'm so disappointed because at one point I really thought I won.
No, no, no.
That sucks.
And we are back from riding the Biki. What did you think?
It was so much fun. I love riding bicycles. There's some people over there riding bicycles. And they're having fun. You can see in their faces. Are they? I think it's just so much fun being able to explore the area on your own pace and going on streets that the main buses wouldn't take you. I think that's a huge benefit. I also love the fact that there are so many stations. There's over 100 of them in Waikiki area and downtown Chinatown. That you can just park the bike anywhere you want. Especially with the $20 300 minute, you can ride for 2 minutes, go to a different station, park the bike, walk around, get another bike, ride for 23 minutes, and make your own plan for the day. I think that's something that you can do it on a taxi, you can do it with an Uber, you can do it on the buses, and it's just another way of transportation. I think it's so much fun.
Yeah, and they have the two plans, one for $3.50 and the other one for $20. We definitely think that if you're gonna be exploring the whole day, the 300 minutes for $20 is definitely super worth it.
It's such a good bargain. It's $15 cheaper than getting the single rides, and the fact that you can ride for as long as you want and they only charge you for that amount is a huge benefit, because if you do the $3.50 fare, you can ride it for 2 minutes and they'll still charge you $3.50.
They're still gonna charge you the same thing.
But
Also compared to the bus, I mean, even if you were to take the bus from here to downtown, it's still like $2.75 per ride. The Biki is still a little bit more expensive, but I mean, you have the freedom to stop whenever you want to stop and just walk it back. So it's just better, I think.
There's also the pink line from Waikiki to Ala Moana. That's the trolley, and the trolley costs $2. And so it's, again, a little more expensive, but you can explore more, see more, and I don't know, I just love riding bicycles. It's so much
if
fun.
you're not in a rush and you have enough time to explore around, like, I would definitely recommend it.
I'll do it again. I mean, I want to do this all the time, but all the cities should have something like this. The only downside, I think, is with the rain. If it starts raining, I will probably, there's a time and a place to ride the bike. Keeping in mind the traffic and the fact that you have to be weaving through traffic sometimes, it's a little difficult.
Yeah, some of the things that we noticed riding the Bikis are that some people are not very aware of, like, driving rules, and it was a little bit scary watching them. So if you decide to rent the Biki, just make sure that you're on the right side of the lane and you're not going against traffic, because that would be definitely dangerous.
Keep an eye for the signs, whether there is a bike lane on the road, or if you're in Waikiki or in downtown, you don't ride on the sidewalk. So, but aside from that,
1, 2,
3. I think it was so much fun. 6. Yeah.
If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more in the future, like, share, and subscribe.
We will see you on our next adventure.
Ciao!